Live now on Indiegogo from creator Frank Forte of Heavy Metal Magazine, Insidious, The Last Key, The Conjuring 3, and many, many others comes the Vampire Versus Bloodright Sketchbook Artbook. Is a 32-page saddle-stitched comic that includes art and sketches. The Vampire Versus series art ranges from 1995 to present, with character studies, cover studies, renders, creature designs, environment designs, pinups, and welcoming Hex Allen to the show.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Good to hear you. Good to see you, Will.
Good to see you. Cheers.
In person.
In person, miles away. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm with a celebrity. You're like my very own Stan Lee impersonator.
Yeah, I know. Well, I turned around and I read that whole promo and then came back and realized I was muted for the whole thing. So
I heard the first part of it, yeah, and then it dropped out, and I was gonna type in audio dropped in the private chat and hit send, but you came on and then I didn't hit send.
Yeah, it wasn't a long promo, but go check out Vampire Versus on Indiegogo from Frank Forte. You can grab your copy today at Indiegogo. Just search for the Vampire Versus.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the other link he gave me, and I just said it like 3 seconds ago. Senility is good to me.
Fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post. Yeah, like I edit anything ever, but you know. It's
I
all
met
good.
Frank the other day. He's a good guy.
I've had him on a few times. I'm just hoping that his Indiegogo funds, because during CromCon, I went nuts and I not only backed the sketchbook, but I got the tier with the 4 copies of Vampire Versus. With Phil Leon's recommendation. I got the Billy series because, namesake. He goes, "You'll like it. It's twisted." Okay, let's get that. And then another series that Greg Capullo worked on before Spawn and Batman. So it's early Greg Capullo work.
Wow.
And that series is actually coming back with a brand new issue, which will be solicited in the April previews for him. So.
Awesome.
And if it doesn't fund, then I have to wait like a month and a half for Indiegogo to give me my money back. Yay.
Yeah, I've been shouting him out on Twitter, trying to get people's attention for that campaign. Yeah. He deserves some eyes on it.
It's some cool stuff, yeah. I like a lot of my horror black and white. Because I just think the artwork pops better in horror books or the early colorization back in the 70s.
Yeah, when it was rough color.
Rough, yeah. The 4-color palette. It's like, well, we can't do much else because we're using newspaper. Well, if you can go back to 35-cent cover price, you can go back to the newspaper.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Because it's, $5, $10, $20 an issue is for the birds.
Mm.
I mean, come on, it's a comic book. We're going to be $20. I can get a nice minty Bronze Age Batman book for that.
Yeah. I know. I wish we could do something about that, but
I know. Throw another 30 in, and I can get it autographed by somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've slept like maybe like 2 or 3 hours in like 2 days, so I'm like,
oh
yeah, I got the major brain farts today. So
are you? And you're on the East Coast?
I was thinking Neil Adams. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh
yeah. Neil's the buy the book from me, and then I'll sign it for an additional $50. Why? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
That's the man. He's like, he knows he's the alpha.
Mm-hmm. I actually got to meet him at the beginning of Rhode Island Comic-Con back in 2019. And they were still, roughing out their setup and everything. But I was in my wheelchair, so he talked to me, and it was like hung out, and I, thanked him for some great childhood memories, and looked around a lot, and they kept giving me the sales pitch. One time I looked at him, I go, dude, I'm in a wheelchair. How much money do you think I have? I go, it's not even a motorized chair, so come on.
Oh man.
So we're gonna talk some of this Nephilim Squadron.
Yeah.
So
I'm a ship in a campaign of mine.
Yeah. So bring me up to speed, because we've talked about this before. Did it fund? Did it not fund?
Yeah, it funded.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's been in demand for February. January. No, 2 months. Oh, really? Only 2 months? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it's been longer.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's kind of a slog, but I'm having fun. I'm in it for the long haul, so yeah. As long as it funded, got it in demand, and we're pushing along there.
Because I looked at it and I go, I think he's just keeping the storefront for it so he can push more issues.
That, yes, and also to unlock those stretch goals too.
Yeah, to get it further, to give some people like a lot more stuff. As I try to scroll down on the image on the page we're on instead of the actual Kickstarter. So I got a heads up because we've talked on multiple podcasts that weren't mine that I just happened to be on.
Pops and I guess it was just Pops. Right?
Yeah. So we've got like this huge combo pack with the book and like art postcards and sketch cards and stuff. And some of this is from a game that you're developing.
Yeah. All of the artwork is from the mobile game, Shield Net Sword, that I'm developing on my own. And that's independent of this campaign, the game, but the artwork associated with it is part of this package. And those are A5 prints and trading cards with there will be stuff in the back, like info in the back, like a sort of like a
character readout.
Yeah, regular character card and bookmarks. Yeah,
because what's a crowdfunding campaign without bookmarks?
Nerds.
Nerds. I mean, we all complain. I go, oh, more bookmarks.
I know.
And,
I use mine too.
and
I read all
I'm,
this stuff.
I use mine too because I've got 19 different books I'm trying to read.
Yeah.
We sat down because on Thursday nights, Thomas Hewlett, myself from Outright Geekery do OK Boomer the podcast. Because we're just a couple of old bald guys that love old comics. And we deep dive and go like page by page through the books, and it's kind of like it's kind of like a little bit of comic history and just going through the books of people that might not have read them or just want to relive the good memories. Like the last 2 weeks we did Kingdom Come.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Parts of that.
And
Kingdom Come 2 was I never got that book, but yeah, that was an interesting watch.
You never got Kingdom Come?
Not part 2.
Oh, you mean because it was divided up? Yeah.
Kingdom Come 2, right? Is that was a different series altogether? I mean, like later on, right?
Oh no, it was the original's called Kingdom Come, and then they did a follow-up that was just called The Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when you say Kingdom Come 2, do you mean like book 2 in the series?
Well, we split it and did like the first 2 issues one week and issues 3 and 4 the second week.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do have the original Kingdom Come series. Yeah, I just haven't looked at it in a long time.
I know. Well, I just got my comics back, so in between like trying to organize books without having bookshelves back yet, my local comic shop absconded with them because I was in a coma, so they're like, well, we can use these at the shop, and otherwise they're going to end up throwing them out. So we took them to the comic shop, and they've been using them for about 5 or 6 years. So hopefully I will start to get like 1 or 2 of those back fairly soon, so I can actually put my books back on my actual real prose books back on shelves. And I've been, so I've been digging through my comic book collection. I haven't seen this stuff in like 6-7 years.
Yeah, why not do a show on them all?
Oh my God, I don't have that long. I need somebody to follow me around with an actual camera. I dug in a box and I found a handful of the first series of Billy Tucci's She. I found like a Tomo Zero, first 3 issues of Van Scriber's original Cyber Frog.
Oh,
what else? Oh, I found 2 old, back in the Chaos Comics days, 2 old Lady Death covers by AH there. And a whole bunch of Evangeline and I think like the first 6 or 7 issues of the original run of Ariella Warriordom that they made into that TV series on Netflix a few months back.
Oh, really? I wasn't aware of that comic. Wow.
Yeah, it was actually, oh wow, that was a comic. Yeah. Dude, there's nothing on TV now that's not a comic. So it's
starting to realize that now.
It's a little crazy.
You just brushed over the fact that you were in a coma. What's this? I'm relatively new to the scene here, so I didn't know that.
I was a nightclub DJ for 35 years, and one night I was sweating bullets 1 second, and my teeth were chattering the next, and then I just kind of like passed out and dropped like a sack of potatoes on the floor. Turns out I had a growth on the back of my leg that was full of sepsis, and it exploded.
Oh, wow.
I also had, because I never can just have one thing. Uh, uh, I also had cellulitis,
Hmm.
and I had acute fasciitis. So they had to do like emergency operations, and they lost me on the operating table and had to bring me back. But then all my internal organs went, so they had to
Oh.
put me into a medical coma.
Oh
And
wow.
then they told my family and friends that you should probably make arrangements now because he's been under way too long. And then one day, I kind of said, "Screw you guys! I want to go home." Except, not realizing I kept trying to like escape. So they basically had to like tie me down to the bed
Hmm.
because I didn't. I they had me on a double morphine trip because they had like uh I had basically rivers of blood on my right leg. I had three 18-inch scars
Hmm.
going from just above the ankle to just below the knee
Oh.
that weren't healing uh, at all because while I was in the hospital, I also became diabetic. The hits just keep coming.
Wow. Oh man.
So a good friend of mine from the club, better friend than I realized, basically took all my stuff that could be boxed up, all my comics, toys, and when he saw my comics downstairs, and he was like, "Holy shit!" And then they took him upstairs to my bedroom. What?
Wow.
Because here's a peek.
Aha. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
little Frank Frazetta statue. Yay.
nice.
So
Well, yeah, I'm damn sure glad to have you back with
yeah,
us.
I'm
You have
glad
a
to be back.
purpose. You have a
Yeah,
purpose with us. Don't leave us again.
yeah, I'm trying not to. You know, don't want to go anywhere.
Mm,
Not anytime soon, at least.
yeah.
I might want to go, camping or something this summer, but that's about it.
Mm. Yeah, please let us do that. Come on.
Yeah,
Can we
who
at least go
knows?
camping this summer?
Yeah, I know. And I just need to hang out with family and friends, like around a fire pit, you know, singing silly songs and
Yeah.
catching up on good times.
Mm,
Special preview edition.
yeah.
So,
It's just the preview edition because it's the first chapter of the larger volume one, which is chapters 1 through 3 in color, and that's going to be launching later this summer. Um,
okay,
and
so
volume one.
this is the one that's available now, and but it's currently in black and white. It's
Mm-hmm.
the advanced preview edition, so this would be like your version of a Scout ash can.
Right, yeah, but it's a
First
full.
appearances and
Yep, it's a full floppy, and it's done with in the spirit of like the old uh, 80s manga I used to collect, all the black and whites, like
mhm.
Lone Wolf and Cub and
Oh, one of my
Area
favorite
88.
series ever.
There's a series called Gray. Uh, what else? Oh, Kamui, Dagger of Kamui. Yeah, there was a movie called Dagger of Kamui, but the book Kamui was different. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You ever seen Dagger of Kamui, the movie?
I haven't seen the movie,
Uh,
but the comic I've seen.
mm, mm. Quite different from each other, but yeah, both
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
and somewhere in here I've got a brick all wrapped together of Maya, the psychic girl there.
Yeah, that was one of them from Viz Comics. That's
Mm-hmm.
when, yeah. And one of my favorites also was, of course, one of the biggest ones, Go 13 and Crying
Mm-hmm.
Freeman. Yeah,
Oh
remember
yeah.
those? Go 13, the International Assassin, Go 13, Duke Togo.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
A friend of mine was hooked on the anime movies of that,
mm,
and then decided that he he didn't want to see anything cut from the movie, so he was going to buy the original Japanese version and just sit down and read the English subtitles.
mm-hmm.
I go, well, why don't you just buy the book instead?
Well,
Well, I want to watch it,
yeah.
but you can't watch it if you're reading it, can you? You're gonna miss stuff.
If your eyes are quick enough.
He goes, well, I'll read it and remember it, and then I can start it and watch it through a second time, so I can just watch the action. Go.
I've watched it that way all my anime watching career, and it's just a matter of eyeball exercise. You just gotta be nimble with your eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Still takes me like a little over a half hour to read a 22-page comic nowadays, and there's nothing in those. So
Yeah.
I did find an issue of here's a throwback manga for you. I found an issue of Ninja Scroll in that box.
Oh wow, I've never read that one.
You seen the
Yeah.
movie?
Oh yeah, I've seen the movie
Oh,
and
okay.
many times in a series. But yeah.
Ninja Scroll and Akira were
Mm.
two of my favorites. And now they're trying to make me buy it again because, we just came out with the 4K edition. And I was going to buy it, and then I'm thinking, I'm half blind. I'm not going to be able to tell.
Yeah, I know. It's all just ink and paint. Anyway,
I got stigmatisms in both eyes.
Oh, me too.
My doctor's just waiting for, my glaucoma to go, cause enough of a vision problem that it'd be like, yeah, I'll go in and laser them out now. Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, do it all in one shot.
Yeah. Well, they'll do one eye and then the other.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'll be blind. I don't want to be blind. If I can see out of one eye, I'll be happy. It'll give me that Nick Fury feel.
Oh yeah. Badass. Oh yeah, those are the heroes of the show story. Show. Yeah. So the like I said, the volume 1 is going to be in color, and I also have a digital version of chapter 1 that it'll be in color. Anime cell style like this, like you see here.
Mm-hmm.
And but the black and white printed version will be specially shaded to look like the old manga from back in the day. So it'll be different from the digital version. So
Yeah, like a gray wash.
yeah. So so I'm trying to make the black and white version like worth your while. Make it as That's why I call it a collector's edition.
Not just that, but
Yeah.
the sexy pinup.
That's
I was
right.
like, hey.
Yes, tastefully done. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this, and this is somewhere between like the third season of Star Blazers and the second season of Robotech.
Mm. Yes.
When they evolved and changed the costumes into, more, military looking things.
Yeah, I never saw the third season of Star Blazers. So. Yeah.
It was good. It just threw me off because they had all different voice actors.
Mm.
It was almost they had somebody do Wildstar that was like I don't know, squeaky.
Oh no.
You know, his voice was like a lot higher. At, I think at one point I couldn't tell the difference between Wildstar and Nova.
Whoa.
I was like, oh, this isn't right.
Oh no. That's why you gotta watch him in the original language.
I still have to buy. I've seen it, but I still need to buy the live action Star Blazers movie.
Yeah, I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. How was it?
So good.
Mm.
And if you're a fan of Star Blazers, when you watch the movie, like everything starts clicking in the back of your head. Like you know what episodes this scene comes from, and that line comes from, and it's you know it's crazy. It's just too bad that like, yeah, we're pulling the plug. This is the only one we're doing, which is a shame because they could have done like a trilogy, and it could have covered the entire like first season. The natives.
Yes, these are the alien native species of the planet Tamarin 12 in Nephilim Squadron. Yes, and they are sort of a mushroom-like looking humanoid creature, and they rapidly evolved from a sort of like a coral on land. But the mystery of how they evolved like that is yet to be unraveled, and you'll find out as you read along.
So I guess
They're like
I
12 feet
guess
tall.
12 feet tall.
Yeah,
Dang.
super strong, 12 feet tall, super fast, and the only way to kill them is to take off the head or blast the head like a zombie.
There's a
But they're
fungus.
intelligent.
There's a fungus among us, but they're pretty big.
Yeah, I know. Yes, we are sentient adaptogens.
Now, are they hostile to?
Yes,
the
they
Earth?
are.
Oh, they are. Oh, yeah.
Except for a few, and yeah, that's like spoiler territory, So.
Oh, we'll stay away from that.
Mm-hmm.
What you say? There's something problematic about the natives.
Yep. Restless. It was so restless.
And the Authority, the sole interstellar custodian of the home system of Earth, overseer of El Savari conflict on Tamarin 12. And the wild cards.
Yeah.
Irene Kyle and Facebook user.
Facebook.
Players of Intrigue, Insurrection, and Inception.
That's right. Yeah. Important characters. Yes, very important characters.
Yeah, it's cool because all the sweeping hair on the women like takes me right back to 80s anime.
Yeah, Galaxy Express.
Oh God, yeah. Love me some Harlock.
Yeah. But I'm really not trying to say that I'm doing anime in this book. I'm saying that it's inspired by it, because this is actually the second attempt at chapter 1, and I've been working on this on and off for about 30 years. And the second attempt, the first attempt I'd done about 25 years ago, and so I started it up again about 2 years ago. And then I decided that I was just not going to try to ape anyone's style or anything like that, and just concentrate on the anatomy, line, weight, perspective, and 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 motion, and whatever comes out will come out.
Mm-hmm.
Because before in the other version, I was trying to sort of ape Mobius's style, fused with manga, and it wasn't turning out the way I envisioned. So yeah, so now and then like I did a complete creature redesign of the El Savali, the natives, aliens, also.
Yeah, it can be tough when
Maybe
you
one
go.
day I'll do that.
I'm gonna draw like Mobius, but
Mm.
with a manga flip, and then you realize, man, if I could draw like Mobius, I'd already be rich.
Yeah, I mean, so I figure, I'm just gonna just do, what I've learned over these years, and since I'm a
Mm-hmm.
better artist now, I can give it a shot. And I stumbled into crowdfunding. Well, like watching videos and stuff a couple of years ago, I guess, like the end of 2017, 2018, and then I finally. Got kicked in the butt enough from watching everyone else and being inspired that I decided to give it a shot myself.
Wow,
So I launched this campaign late last year, and yeah, and there we have it.
it's a good
Oh
thing you
yeah,
did.
and got some sequential pages here. I've added 13. I think there's 13 pages I'm showing here on the campaign page. And of course, the
The
all
sound
that
effects to
placeholder.
be added later.
Yes, yes. This is how the sausage is made.
Oh, don't show me that video.
Oh no. Time to make the donuts.
Oh God, just the word donuts put 5 pounds on me.
Oh no. Hmm.
I,
My favorite donuts in cartoons were I think was it a Porky Pig cartoon where he was like in a haunted house, and there were ghosts all over, and the ghosts were having a grand old time, and they were like making coffee and smoking cigars, and they would blow cigars, smoke circles, and then grab the circles and use them to dunk into the coffee and eat. You ever
oh
remember that?
yeah,
You ever see that? And it was like from the 1930s, Porky Pig. Uh,
yeah, the old school ones.
yeah, those were the best. Real animation, real ink and paint.
Oh yeah,
I mean, digital's fine, but I'm an old.
I like the old cartoons.
Yeah.
There's a classic cartoon channel on Pluto TV,
Uh huh. I
and
watch
it
that sometimes. Yeah.
and it's free, so I like it
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I need a drink.
by all means. And they've got the old school Popeyes on. They'll put like the old school Popeyes on there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Defenders of the Universe, which reminds me, I need to make arrangements to go to a Walmart to see if I can find those Defenders of the Universe figures from NECA.
Yeah.
I've been hearing some bad things about them. Like they look terrific, but I guess a few people have taken them out of the box, and they basically crumbled into dust, just like falling apart like in their hands.
Jeez.
I'm like, oh no no, making me pay like $35 for a toy because you're like, well, all these old guys want to collect stuff. Let's just put it in a specialty thing. There won't be toys anymore. They'll be collectibles, so we can charge them more.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll use cheaper materials so it falls apart on them.
Oh, don't they know that collectors are some of the smartest people on earth?
Mm-hmm.
Can't fool us.
And we'll loop
Do you,
stuff
do you hear
together.
anything in the background? Like, TV or something?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that.
Ooh, an actual sound effect.
Oh, that's also temporary.
We're gonna change that.
No, I just want to use a better lettering. You know, yeah. I kind of want to go with a lettering style like uh, the guy who used to letter American flag. Tom, or oh, shit, I can never remember his name. Starts with an O.
Ostrander?
No,
No.
oh shoot. Ew. I should have the issues at hand so I can pull it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's that Google machine. Get
Mm-hmm.
on your Google machine. Let me look at this real quick so I can stop butchering his name whenever I'm on stream.
And I ask who lettered American flag, and it gives me images of who lettered the American flag.
Oh well, it's a two G's.
That's why.
Uh, hmm,
Now just give me images of.
wow.
It's not giving
There we
me any
go. Oh
information.
yeah, Ken Bruzenak. Oh my god, I was totally wrong. Who is Tom? Oh my god, I've been saying the wrong guy's name all this time. All right,
Well, we'll get
I have
over
to
it.
go back to that series. I say I'm influenced by it, but I haven't looked at it in a long time.
Yeah, I used to be a fan of his, and then not the letterer of Shaken, and then one day he was putting something up for something new he was working on,
Mhm.
and I don't actually follow him, but other people that I know were commenting on it, and I saw it, and I was like, wow, this looks really cool. I got to tell you, I was a big fan of your American Flag series, and then like he ripped me a new one.
Oh man,
I'm like, whoa, whoa.
what did he? What?
He was just like, why don't you do your do your research before you open your mouth, and
What?
don't talk about stuff that was like a lifetime ago.
Oh,
I've got new projects all the time, and blah.
oh,
I go,
okay.
yeah, new projects that apparently aren't doing that well. If I know more about Kickstarters and Indiegogos going on nowadays than the latest chicken book,
Chicken butt.
maybe you're doing something wrong.
Oh man. Well, I don't want to emulate him as a man.
No.
Uh, I enjoy his layouts and his.
Mm-hmm. He's still a talented guy.
Yeah, right. I
He,
separate the art from the artist, right?
yeah, he was just a little douchey to me. That's all. That's
Yeah.
okay. I've been like that to people before.
But yeah, he's a bitter pill. I mean, I remember seeing him at the Creation Con. This must have been like in '87, and I was a kid, and me and my buddy we go to see him at a panel, and he's just ripping everybody a new one there. This was freaking how 87 35 years ago or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's always been that way. Just a bitter.
Well, Well, thanks, Mr. Chicken, because
piss and vinegar sort of pill.
You make Neil Adams look like a nice guy when he's having a bad day. And unless, of course, you're not just trying to show Neil Adams your portfolio when he's going to tell you a million things that you did wrong.
You got to expect that. It's just like that restaurant was in Chicago. That people go to that restaurant to get insulted by the waitress.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh, that's great.
You got to go. You got to know what you're going in for when you're talking to Neil Adams.
Yeah.
Or Howard Chicken.
Oh, no, Neil was fine. The trick with Neil is you get Neil to talk about his favorite subject. Neil. I was actually instrumental in a reunion with Neil Adams and Marty Abrams from Mego Toy Company. Marty didn't know that Neil was at the convention because Marty was at the far end, and Neil had a Hollywood mansion set up by the front doors. So he was the first comic book guy that anybody would walk by when they came in. And Marty was down the far end, and I had an interview opportunity with Marty to find out, what was going on with the Mego lines and everything. It was a couple of years ago, so everything's actually coming out now, because that's when he found out that he got licensing for everything Star Trek prior to Picard.
Nice.
So he didn't get the Picard figures, but he got Picard anyhow because he got the license for Next Gen. He got everything up through Discovery that he could make figures of.
Wow.
There's been a couple of fails along the way, but they made a new Captain Pike figure. The Discovery, the pre-wheelchair version.
So they're doing Discovery stuff.
Yeah, they're doing the Discovery stuff. But they did a Michael figure, and it was just it's terrible. It's just terrible. And
it looked like a Black Gumby.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, they redid Uhura, and did the hair on her, and it looks like a young Nichelle Nichols. And I'm like, that's cool. It looks more like her than the old 70s figure did. So, good job. Why did you make Michael look like Martin Short?
What?
They made her look like a black Martin Short.
Oh my god!
Like they got her hair flipped up like this, but they made it plastic, like rubbery plastic, instead of actual hair.
Oh, I must say.
Since we went down
5, I must say. Oh my god. Don't show it to me.
I gotta now.
Please don't torture me. Oh man. Oh, that just blew what I was gonna say out of my head.
Whoops, brain fart. So we're gonna come back to your Indiegogo in a second. I gotta share.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I gotta share this other thing just because it's unbelievable. So there's the scientist guy, who refuses to carry a weapon. So they didn't give him a belt, not even with a communicator. No communicator, no tricorder, no nothing. No soup for you.
Wow, that is wow.
But you can see the picture of Michael up in the corner.
Uh-huh.
with the hair kind of like whipped up into a frenzy there.
Right. The Bouffant, or whatever
Oh,
it is.
you have no idea.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I used to have the old Kirk and Spock figures. You know, the old ones with the rubber heads,
Mm-hmm.
the classic ones, and oh man, I was a kid, so I actually played with my toys. And I
Yeah.
used to pull the heads off and switch them around, and like take a bath with them and stuff, and they so
People still do that, you know.
I
They
was
they customize the crap out of them. It's crazy.
hmm. Man,
Like
I wish I still
this is
had
a
them.
customized Adam West figure.
Hmm.
They put like the big giant belt on him and everything
Yeah.
because
Oh,
Figures Toy Company.
that is beautiful. It's got the silken you know
Yeah.
panties and cape.
Whoa, whoa, easy there, Kelly.
What would you call that? A cod?
Cod piece, yeah.
Well,
The britches on the outside.
breeches, right? Breeches, yeah, outside breeches.
Outside
But
britches.
but I
But
also had the Bionic Man figure with where you could look through the back of the head,
oh yeah.
and he had all the little features. And I was so dumb. I remember taking a handful of armful of toys, going outside to play, and from our apartment, and we were out. I was outside, and there's stairs going downstairs to the outside, and so I was must have been like 6 years old, and so I'm like, well, I had my Evil Knievel motorcycle too. I had all these great toys from the '70s, because I'm a '70s kid, really, and I toss the Bionic Man down the stairs from the top, and of course he shatters and pieces break off. It's horrible, horrible. If only I could go back to my past self and slap myself around and say,
Mhm.
"Don't play with these things. Put them back in the package."
That's not.
Oh my god.
This isn't even the Mego one. This is like the Playmates one or something.
Hmm.
It just.
Hmm.
I mean,
I mean, gosh.
right here, she look good.
Yeah, that's
But and
where she started out as, right?
yeah, that's how she started.
How
And
can you
and
stick
and
with it?
then she grew more and more here, and it just started flipping up. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I know you're supposed to be your future, but you're supposed to be before like all this other stuff. But I'm pretty sure Bouffant and beehives were already gone out of the picture by then.
Yeah, what
They
are they?
they
They were
they
supposed
just
to be a
keep
thousand years in the future, right? A
yeah.
thousand years away from their present, and uh,
Oh,
and oh, is that it?
no, that's like a little like midget figure.
uh,
All they keep
wow,
showing is him.
wow! Look at those shoulders.
Phasers.
Ah, the backwards phaser.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I know where I can find one. I'm gonna go on. Ooh, I'm gonna go on the fake book and go to one of the Mego pages on the fake book because, as you can imagine, it posed quite a stir to the collecting community
Hmm.
when they did this. And just to show you how bad a bad figure can be is bum bum bum. Amigo ambassador, see. That's supposed to be Marty Filman,
Mm.
young
Whoa.
young Frankenstein.
Oh my god.
They're like, well, we got to give him the big eyes. It's like his eyes are like half the size of his head.
I know he's all eyes.
Uh,
Walk
we
this
got
way.
the Rathacon, Kirk and Spock. I still haven't been able to find a Spock, but there's a Ricardo Montalban. There's a Khan figure, so I've got a. I bought a that day. I bought Kirk, Khan, and Universal Mummy.
Mm. Oh yeah, fine Corinthian leather.
No such thing.
Oh man.
Hey, it's Q and Locutus.
Nice. Are they gonna bring back Q in the Discovery? I think.
Quite possibly. What's cool is they made us wait like 2.5 years to get a new Scotty and a new McCoy, but McCoy they put him in the short sleeve medical shirt.
Oh, is this in Discovery? Because I haven't been watching.
No, McCoy from the original series. I was just talking Mego figures.
Oh, and the figures. It's like, what are they bringing back? Oh, I don't know what they're doing over there now.
Oh, flying monkeys.
CBS.
Well, isn't CBS now Paramount Network?
I'm so confused because when you see the Paramount commercials, they don't say CBS All Access is now Paramount. So I don't know. I guess so. Wow, that looked like a real person.
Oh, there's an actual Picard. And the old Star Trek walkie-talkies. I had those when I was a kid.
Oh.
Bugged the hell out of the neighbors. Kept going through the TVs. Let's see. Recent media. See all. I just want to see.
That's a really tall Chucky.
Yeah, really, huh? Borg, custom Borg. Two wild and crazy guys. And I'm only doing
Kevin
this because
Sorbo.
Space 1999.
Yes. I recently watched I used to watch it when I was a kid, but I barely remembered it. But I recently, I guess, a couple of years ago, watched the first season again. Man, was it rough? I mean, life was rough for those characters. It was
Still
so much
loved
harsher
it.
than Star Trek.
And of course we loved it even more in season 2 when they brought in Maya.
Yeah. That's when it really became my favorite.
Mego just got the license back for Planet of the Apes figures for the 50th anniversary, so they're doing those. This is driving me nuts. Let's get back to the squadron.
We're diving into a rabbit hole here.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, so invasion. The El Savali are invading one of the northern towns on this planet. The humans have civilized, have formed a civilization like over generations.
Mm-hmm.
So because of future technology, they've been able to build cities rather rapidly. In a matter of a couple of hundred years. but this planet's still not fully, occupied by humanity. So there's a wide and varied ecosystem. Uh, Unlike like you see in some or many sci-fi stories, like there's the desert planet, there's the city planet, there's the jungle planet, the water planet. But here there are many different climates, and because it all takes place on one planet, so I don't have to worry about planet hopping and all that, and actual science fiction, science science fantasy instead.
The planet has every environment of every Star Wars movie ever.
Right. And so does Earth.
Yeah. Well, it would make sense. They all filmed them here. Where else are they going to go? Well, maybe they'll go to Mars and film them with Elon Musk. Who knows?
Mm.
Now, where did you get the idea for their invading spacecraft here?
Uh, oh, those are actually living creatures. They're giant insectoid-like creatures. I wouldn't call them insects, but they're kind of a cross between insects and lizards. And the way that they fly is that they use they're self propelled by sort of a chemical propulsion. And when you see in color, you'll see like parts of their body glow.
Hmm.
So they don't like fly through like using wings or anything like that, or wind drift. They fly on their own power, and that was sort of inspired by if you've seen Discovery Planet's Alien Planet, or Discovery Channel's Alien Planet from a few years ago. They had these really weird concepts of creatures on far away planets, sort of inspired by that.
Cool.
Tried to be as little
And
as
does the
different as they
does
could.
the does the chemical reaction have anything to do with the three dangly things hanging down from
Mm.
them?
Those are actually the El Savali, uh, creatures or beings being like dropped out of the bottom of them, like a drop ship.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're falling to the ground, or being dropped out of there.
It's kind of like paratroopers.
Yeah, without parachutes, because they don't need it.
No, they're tough like that.
Yeah, tough shrooms, tough mushrooms. In fact, that's what the population calls them. They call them shrooms as a slang term for the El Savali. But they're not actually mushrooms. No one really knows what they are because they're alien and made of an alien composition. So
Ever evolving.
yeah, and there you have them slaughtering some humans and from the ground and the air, and then far up in the air, uh, coming in from sort of a subsonic speed is one of the motherships of Sol, the Sol Interstellar Forces,
Hmm.
and from there shoots out the Nephilim Squadron, squirting out there, squirting.
Maybe not squirting out.
What kind of? Yeah, maybe I should rephrase that. Call myself a writer. Been
The
writing for
seamen
Penthouse
of
too long.
Nephilim Squadron, here we come.
I've been writing for Penthouse too long.
See,
Just kidding. I don't write for Penthouse.
they asked me to stop.
Yeah. So there you have your hero shot there of the team
Hmm.
as they come to defend the town of Fatola. Town. Well, it's a city. And yeah, the also the technology. A lot of the technology I'm I'm sort of creating for this the story is molecular based, and since it's 700 years in the future, it's uh, I, I wanted to make it like the technology exotic enough, but like there's also some familiar technology, like for instance, nanotechnology in this universe is sort of a near obsolescence, and there's a resurgence in molecular technology, to the point where it's fused with like a, a quantum crystallization. It's like I'm yeah, I'm trying to come up with something that's like really exotic, but sort of grounded in between, because uh, if I were to go like 1,000 years in the future, that would be maybe too far, and a couple hundred years in the future would still be like not far enough for like established civilizations on other planets to form
Yeah,
civilizations
because
outside of just a
we thought
colony.
we thought we were having flying cars that would fold up into a briefcase last year.
Mm,
So
yeah, it might take a lot longer than we think.
yeah,
I mean, even Buck Rogers was what, that was the 25th century, right? uh, and and they had some fantastic technology, and this would be maybe like uh, 25th century, 200 years after that. So you would have that,
yeah.
and
Buck was
some
the
more
25th
exotic.
century.
Hmm?
Buck was the 25th century.
25th century, yeah. So yeah, this is the 28th century. So 300 years later, you'd probably have like some Buck Rogers style technology, in addition to more exotic uh, technology that we couldn't even conceive of yet. That's what I'm trying to do. To
Well, it's
yeah,
is as long
also.
as we get some Aaron Gray characters and
Hmm.
Fantastic Giants, we'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
Apparently,
there's
in the 25th
plenty of
century,
jumpsuit action.
everybody is in immaculate physical condition. Why? Because they all have to fit into spandex costumes.
Yeah. Unless you're a Tron guy.
Yeah, get some battle equipment there.
Remember Tron guy?
Oh yeah, man! I spent so many quarters on that video game. It was
Mm.
unreal.
Oh, oh, video games. Don't get me started.
Yeah, right. It's like you know,
Mm.
you got a brand new ColecoVision. Why do you have to go to the arcade? Well, for
Cause
starters, they have better games.
mhm,
Uh, and girls.
it's about the experience.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about the experience and of the games. Yeah, sure. And original concept sketches,
Hmm. Yeah.
$500. Only one available. Now, are these uh, all sketch card concept
Mm.
drawings, or
Uh,
are they
they're
larger?
they're larger. 8.5 by 10. Oh, do I have an example of the size? Okay. Like this size.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
It's
Oh.
laying upside down.
Yeah, like this size. What is this? I think this is 11 by 14. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
cool.
the size. I put them away. I should have those out to show, so I can show how big they are. So yeah, you get all 9 of those, and the featured tier uh, items, and an original character sketch of any pop culture uh, character of your choice, like this. This is from Michael Beacon's Seven Legions. I did this on Doodle and Chill with Simon Portier and Michael Beacon.
You throw that one
We
back
put,
up again.
hmm?
Oh, that's the same one. I thought you grabbed a different drawing or something.
Oh yeah, same one. Yeah, this is the one I did yesterday. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, like that size.
And if somebody grabs the original concept sketches, they get everything.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So get all the original concept sketches, look at all the bookmarks, all the sketch cards, all the postcards, and
The
oops,
book
I can't the book. I can't
and
scream.
the stretch goal items also.
All the stretch goal items, prints, everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty good deal, I would say. And the
Yeah.
shipping is pretty low and universal and uniformly the same in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And I also adjusted the shipping to be a little lower for international and variable for each tier's weight.
Nice. You get the tasteful but sexy pinup.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, no, it's yeah, tasteful for International Women's Day.
Oh,
That's today.
I know. Unless, of course, you're Burger King.
Oh, somebody always has to do something.
You know, since Burger King did that, and I'm like, damn. You know, I'm pretty infamous for my uh well, totally tasteless jokes, but I uh I should. You know how some people scrape scrape the wheels of their car on the curb,
Mm,
and it grinds down the metal on
mm,
the outside of the wheel.
uh,
I put that up in honor of National Women's Day today,
oh,
and
wow.
and my caption was, "What? It's not like I told women to stay in the kitchen like Burger King."
Ah, yeah, relative evil.
It's all done in fun. These helmets remind me a little. You know, of course, the designs different, but
Mm,
they remind me a little bit, especially like the side angle view,
mm.
almost of the old Gatchaman G-Force helmets.
Yeah, yeah, another inspiration. Yeah. Except those visors are actually holographic and they're not like solid. Yeah.
Now, are they actually inside these fighters, or are they
Mm.
controlling
Yeah, they're
them from?
inside also. They're inside and completely uh like a sensory deprivation chamber. So it's totally blacked out inside,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the interface is right there in the visor, and their hands are stuck inside of these two well, where they actually control the flight and firing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not handling a joystick, but their hands are like inserted into like a slots. So they're kind of like laying back and trapped, and so the vehicle you see is kind of it's more flat than a regular
You put the humans in Cylon Raiders.
kinda. I made it different enough so I don't get sued.
You know.
Just what 30% different is that what they're going with these days in Marvel?
Oh,
30% different.
yeah. But it's different than when we did it the last time. Yeah, okay. What are you doing? Oh, we're gonna do a brand new thing. It's called Heroes Reborn. I go, mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And of course, one of the boxes I'm going through has copies of some of the Heroes Reborn books.
Hmm.
And I'm like, Oh, they've done this already. That's right.
Get back in the womb.
Yeah. And, McFarlane too with, we're going to do a new #1 and we're going to launch the Spawniverse and we're going to have different books every week. I go, oh, so like Angelina, Medieval Spawn, which he's doing again,
Mm.
Sam and Twitch, stuff like
Mm.
that.
Ah.
Well, kinda. I'm like, aha. This is a man who's hell bent on selling his IP to somebody.
Yeah. Ay.
And
IP.
I mean, I collected for I dropped them after a certain point, but I mean, I collected Medieval Spawn and Sam and Twitch for like the longest time. I loved them. I love them so much that when I come across them, I'm going to separate them out into piles and sell them. Why are you selling them? So I can buy more indie books.
Yes, thank you.
I think in like the last few months I've spent probably like close to $300 on indie books. I'm like, oh my god!
I don't even want to.
And everything's crowdfunded, so you forget you spent it.
And
you're like, man, I could have sworn I had more money than
this. Oh, my wife has given up on complaining to me when she brings me the mail. She's just like, here, take it. Whereas before, she's like, another Indiegogo?
Another one?
Yes,
oh my god.
It was funny that one time she said, here, take your cartoon magazine.
Oh, good lord.
Cartoon magazine.
Woman, we're gonna have a chat right after dinner. Cartoon magazine.
Well, she knows better. She knows manga because she's from Japan, and she used to read manga. And she knows comics. She's trying to bust my balls.
and efficiently, I might add. My mother used to cheese me off because, of course, I still am, but in a different way. When I was a kid, like you growing up in the 70s, I was head over heels in love with Linda Carter.
Yep.
She was Wonder Woman,
uh-huh.
and she was jacked and stacked like a vacant poker deck. So, it's like,
oh man, even now,
she got Optimus Prime headlights on a Mustang body. I'm like,
Woo! And that's
we're not here for a long time. We're not here for a long time. We're just here for a good time.
Yep.
There we go.
Enjoy it while you can.
Now, see, people, what I just did, because I don't have any money left to back anything right now, is I shared it out on my social media. So if you can't get in on it now, there's always time because it's an open store at Indiegogo, but you can always share via the Twitter and via the Facebook, and anything else, any other platform you want to share it on, you can click right here on the link, copy the link, and share it out on any other number of platforms there are out there, and there's a slew of them. Big tech, little tech, no tech.
You all know what they are. Yeah. Yeah, any little bit helps.
Yep. Share it wherever you like to get social with your media. And of course, you can hit that box right there and follow like I just did.
Mm.
So
Yeah, print it out and send a fax.
send a fax.
Mm-hmm.
Well, print it
Facsimile.
up, fold it into a paper airplane, and throw it
Yeah.
up the window at your neighbors.
Yeah.
Like litter across the street. Well, don't litter because the police will show up.
Or burn it and then send smoke signals about it.
Burn it. Yeah. So, how many chapters will this curtail altogether? Now, I know the first volume is going to be chapters 1 through 3. So, you're gonna
Mm.
you're gonna put 3 floppies into a trade afterwards.
Yeah. It's 12 chapters, and so it'll be 4 volumes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
And
like me some. I like me some trades.
oh yeah. And like a long time ago, I planned this out to be a 12 issue, like a mega maxi series,
Mm-hmm.
like the old school Secret Wars and Crisis on Infinite Earth, uh, that sort of thing. Because I just love those. I love that. I love that anticipation of waiting each month for that. That limited. You knew it was going to end, but you knew it was a saga. Uh, yeah, I just love that. So, but with crowdfunding, I couldn't really, you know, I didn't have any way of publishing on my own that they thought would be successful until I stumbled upon crowdfunding,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when you have to. It's probably more feasible to pack in like a whole lot of pages, or that's what I've been hearing, and give people like that 60 to 80 page graphic novel. So that's what I'm going to do in the summer. But this campaign is just an intro into the world and some of my artwork.
Yeah, just to give people a taste of it, to
Yeah.
they can see they can see your line work and your inking, and uh,
Hmm.
check out the ideas, and see if it's something they really like, and can come
Hmm.
back and get the color versions.
Yeah.
And
So far, there are, what, 66 lucky people who are going to get the special black and white collector's edition.
well, you
But
you,
yeah,
you you did pretty good with
it's gonna be
66
in demand for
backers.
a while. So hmm?
Yeah, you got 66 backers so far, and you you raised a decent amount over what your goal was. So I know we want to hit stretch goals afterwards and all, but
Yeah, that would be nice to get some symmetry there because I got the 9 trading cards that I did, and then
mhm.
I've got other people that are doing guest art, guest trading cards, and their versions of my characters. And if I could get all 9 of those people unlocked, that would satisfy my fake OCD of beautiful symmetry. 9 cards for me, 9 cards from the guests.
Yeah, OCD is no joke.
Yeah,
My
that's
OCD
why I
is
say it's
like
fake OCD.
overdrive every day because I still got like boxes and boxes of stuff
Mm.
laying around that I want to unpack, and I'm like, I want to unpack it, but I've nowhere to put it yet. So I'm actually taking books and packing them back into boxes
Oh yeah.
because I go, okay, well, I've got all this stuff. Now I got to save boxes because I got to put books back in.
Mm.
Like, damn, I thought I was past this. And
Uh,
it was funny when the movers moved in, because I used to DJ, so I've got like my old like huge DJ aircraft case like
mm.
in the middle of the biggest section of boxes that I had. So I'm like, and now I got to work around it because there's no way I can move that thing now. You know, being
Mm,
being in the chair. There
mm.
was a big, like 4 row CD case, and I used to carry this thing around with me everywhere. It was like no big deal. It's like, whoop, and I'm like, oh yeah, but I used to go to the gym like 3 or 4 days a week and lift. I haven't lifted anything besides a 12-ounce beer in like 6 years. So I'm like,
Mm.
I could just barely lift. It almost took me out of the chair. I was like, oh my god,
Oh, wow.
why is this so heavy? And my daughter looked at me and goes, because you're getting old, Dad. I'm like, thanks, kid.
Oh,
I go,
jeez.
I
Come
go,
on,
what? I
kids.
go, what a rotten teenager. And she's not even a teenager quite yet. Yeah,
Oh no.
a few more months in June, she's going to be 13.
Oh, good luck.
Oh,
Mm.
that's what everybody says to me.
Yeah, mine is 21 now, and it's she was never bad, but there is a phase of just angst and rebellion and just bumping heads with the wife, you know.
In sass.
Oh God, the sass.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, look, I look at her and she'll like smart mouth me. I'm like,
It will pass.
and then she's like, what? I go, you know what would have happened if I talked to your grandmother like that?
Mm,
It's like, what? I go, I wouldn't be here to have this conversation with you. That's what.
mhm, mm. That's right.
And I look at her mother and she's like, you're not allowed to spank children anymore. I go, well, that's why we have so many rotten kids nowadays.
That's right. Ah,
I heard somebody a friend of mine said was the problem with kids nowadays is they don't spend enough time picking their teeth up off the sidewalk.
whoa. Hey now.
And I'm like, well, that might be going a little far. He goes,
Yeah.
he goes, well, it's all these like zero tolerance policies. So there's no fighting, and then there's no punishment for anything.
Mm.
You know, and I'm just like, if they don't have any consequences, what are they going to care about rules for?
Yep.
You know, used to
Yeah.
be, well, you'll see, go out in the real world, see what happens. But now the real world has changed so much. It's like, what you do?
Yeah. The real world is coddling them
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It's like, what did you do? I go, I blew up a car, but he was mean to me. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what?
Wah.
So we're looking at the color version coming out. You're gonna start that up this summer.
Yep. That's right.
So we got a limited time on this because
Mm.
about the time that goes, you're gonna pull this one down.
Yeah. I plan on having this one, if all goes well and I can get all nine, just nine of those 9 cards unlocked by the end of May, then yeah, I can shut this down by the end of May. But
So
the plan is to launch the volume one by the July, yeah, sometime in July.
why don't you drop some names of some of the guest artists that have worked on these cards?
Oh, there's Simon Portier, otherwise known as
Sim.
Sim. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the creator of Blood Hunt and Tales from the Natverse. There's Passion for Drawing. He's the artist of and creator of Doom Fate and the artist on Grave Robbers. Those are both all on Indiegogo. Who else I got there? Preston Acevedo.
Oh yeah.
He's a heavy hitter over there, and he's got a book called Doc Salem.
Mm-hmm.
A great book too, if you really love monster books, classic Frankenstein stuff.
Mm.
Who else? Oh my God! Here, let me look. I can't believe I'm forgetting. Passion for drawing. Oh, Russ Leach. Yeah, the great Russ Leach.
Oh, Russ will save us. Yes.
Yeah, he did a card for me, and that one's unlocked too. Creator of Only Death Can Save Us with that classic Bronze Age style. Jason Bascom of Unhinged Entertainment. He's got a book called Absolute. He's got a great like Sienkiewicz like rough Sienkiewicz like style. I love. And Jay Krager. He's the artist of Hammer, a post Ragnarok tale. That's yeah, exactly what it sounds like. And Miriam Bonds, she's the artist and creator of Bonds, The Drive, a werewolf story. It looks pretty sick. And I'm in talks with Stefani Rene, a great South American artist. He does a book called Thomas Moria, Thomas Moria, Wizard for Hire. Sorry. Yeah, Wizard for Hire. Yeah.
I guess us 70 kids, we all get dry throat about the same time.
Dry oatmeal.
Oh
And the last card, I'm trying to get some kind of big names, but it's kind of tough getting in contact with some of the bigger guys. So for that final card, but there's still time, and yeah, I'm determined to get that, even if I have to, keep this store open until that happens. It's gonna happen.
Unlock those cards, damn it.
And then the patches, I'm like at 6,000, I would have patches unlocked for the Nephilim Squadron logo. But that's just like icing. That's a cherry on the top. But the thing is, I want to get those cards unlocked at 5,000. And with all your help, you people watching now and later, we can do it.
Watching now and later and listening later
Mhm.
on the audio version over on ageofradio.org.
Woohoo!
That's
Hey,
right.
wait a minute, I'm on the radio.
Well, it's just what they call the podcast network.
Yeah.
And then we use the megaphone platform over there. But Megaphone was just bought out by Spotify.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I will be censored.
The
Lovely.
conglomeration continues. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yes. Shield Net Sword, that's the game.
Ah, yes. Yes, the game that's on hold because I'm so busy with being one person doing all of these things.
You can only do so much and work a day job.
Yeah.
I looked up and I go, oh, it's got me logged in. Oh, that's right. I joined. They know whenever I jump on their site now.
Mm.
They're like, ooh, do we get to steal more money from him? He thinks we're a Kickstarter. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I really like the design on the shrooms.
Thank you.
With the shroom slits on the face.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of the old spidery enemies of the original 90s Exo Man of War at the beginning of that series.
Oh, I have to take a look at that. I remember that series, but I never picked it up and opened it from the stands.
Yeah, just another disappointment comic wise for me. Over the years, you get into a universe, you get all excited about it, and the next thing you know, everything's canceled. A video game company bought them.
Oh,
Oh,
forget about it.
Acclaim bought them so they could
Uh,
make the Turok Dinosaur Hunter video game,
yeah.
and
Uh,
a few other video games, and then they started releasing comic books.
mm,
People don't ever let a video game company talk you into buying their comic
mm.
books.
Nope.
It's a terrible thing. I passed
Right.
up on a key '90s Valiant issue tonight. It was like in mint condition. So, Eternal Warrior 7
Mm.
was like a big first appearance. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I still like those characters, and you know, luckily when you're connected to a an outlet like Outright Geekery, you have the opportunity to read the review copy, and you know save yourself a few dollars.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, the
Convenient.
Greg Katzman, who just got a, big promotion a few months ago.
Mm.
Every once in a while, he'll send me some comp books. Like he sent me last month. He sent me the new Bloodshot and the new EXO. The EXO
Uh,
was eh.
um,
The Bloodshot was pretty cool.
hmm.
Well, the Bloodshot was cool because it was a Simon Bisley cover.
No, okay.
So basically,
Bloodshot.
Bisley drew Lobo with a big red circle in his chest. That's it.
Oh,
I'm like, I go, that's perfect.
and maybe a haircut.
And a haircut, yeah. And give him a haircut. You know,
Uh,
once in a while, Lobo's going to get a real job, and trim the locks. And it's funny. I found an old DC, all the old like Elseworld books. They used to do like the Prestige ones,
oh, yeah, yeah.
and I found a Grant Morrison, Simon Bisley, Batman Lobo Prestige book,
Mm,
like an Elseworld story.
hmm.
I'll have to read it because I don't think I've read it, but I had found like 9 different sets of books, like mini series and various other things, like in a long box. So I'm like, now I just got to remember which long box they're in, and I put them all the way over to the far right. So when I open the box back up, I can pull this out. It's like all good stuff, and then I'm like, this is all good stuff, but do I really need it? If it's something that looks amazing, I'll keep it long enough to reread it, and then I'll put it up for sale.
Mm, yeah, I sold a whole bunch of books years ago. I think it was in my late teens. Like uh, like books I thought that were just mediocre, and I wish I kept. I had the Vision and Scarlet Witch maxi series,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't
Wish
know
you had
why I
that
got
today,
rid of
huh?
that. Yeah, why did I get rid of that? Ah,
Well, the real reason I'm rifling through these boxes is because I know somewhere I had that West Coast Avengers Vision Quest, and I need that issue. I need to pull that issue 45 out and of whatever box of these, like 250 various size boxes between long and short over here, and
Mm,
and find that, and hurry up and sell it before the wave is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
keep I keep rewatching like the last two episodes of Vision and Scarlet Witch.
ah, you know the thing that popped into my head during that final battle was Wizards of Waverly Place. This this is a
Oh my
this
god!
is just a big budget Disney Channel episode of Wizards in Waverly Place.
There's
But
there's been a like there's been a lot of polls going up. Goes, asking people if they think that Scarlet Witch was actually the villain at the end of this.
well, yeah, I mean, from the time where you find out that she's controlling the whole town, yeah, that's she needs to be stopped. you know.
Well, I don't think she's the villain. It would be she did that because she had a like a major psychotic break.
But yeah, she was in grief.
And you know, she watched Vision die, and then she watched them die again
Mm.
and again. you
Mhm.
know,
Right. Yeah.
and it it was just crazy. I think they did a good job on like the whole time travel thing, and then explaining it well. How the family used to watch the old
Mm.
American
Yeah. Those
sitcoms and
shows.
stuff to
Yeah.
learn English. I'm like, okay, I can see that. Uh, but at the very end, I'm like, is she the villain? I go, no, Agatha was the villain.
Mm.
Although I kind of found the actress that played her pretty hot, but uh, and but no, I think this is the flip of the switch that turns Wanda into a total badass.
Mm.
Don't f with me hero.
Yeah. It's finally happened.
So
Or something.
I'm excited for that, and of course, it's going. This, from everything I've read, this was kind of like the jumping off point to the multiverse of madness,
Mm.
the new Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. But
Yeah.
in another week and a half, we get Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Yep.
followed by Loki,
ah.
with hopefully an explanation of how are you watching a Loki show after Loki was.
Mm. Wasn't he disintegrated or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, he was evilly dealt with by Thanos because
Mm.
he tried to stab him in the throat, and he used the gauntlet to be like, reverse, flip it, try again.
Mm. Mhm. Yeah.
So we have everything that anyone's gonna need in the chat. You can find Hex's YouTube channel link in the chat,
Oh
his
yeah.
his Twitter link in the chat, and most importantly, the Indiegogo link in the chat.
All right. Where is it? Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Uh,
So in parting, why don't you give the big push in sales chat of why they should hurry up and get this book?
all right. Yeah. So I want you all to go to all you folks out there watching. Please make your way to indiegogo.com and type in the word in the search bar Nephilim. All you have to do is type in the word Nephilim, hit enter, and my project, Nephilim Squadron Chapter 1 with extras, will come up. Click on that, and you'll get to the campaign page, which is my comic, Nephilim Squadron Chapter 1, with extras. The extras being artwork from a mobile game I'm working on. And but most importantly, what you want is the comic, which is a 32-page black and white science fantasy spectacular, uh, taking inspiration from heavy metal magazine and 80s manga like Area 88 and Macross. It's the story of a cloned pilot whose personal journey is to find a soul. But through the course of the story, he discovers that his destiny is larger than just having a soul. And under the surface, Nephilim Squadron is an ancient mythological tale retold 700 years in the future. But also, you included with this campaign is the digital version, which is in color, and that's chapter 1 in color. The physical version is in black and white, and but I believe everything is an add-on. And like once you get to checkout, if you get even if you get the just the base comic with the pinup, you can add on the digital version. Yeah, I'll have to check that. I'm pretty sure everything is digital version add-on, and uh, the cards are on different tiers, different levels of tiers for the amount of cards, and all the stretch goal stuff comes with those things. But those tiers you see with just the cards, those were mainly for people who sign up for the mailing list, and they get a free copy of Nephilim Squadron thrown in there no matter what. So if you're out there and you see this and you remember that you're on my mailing list and you haven't yet backed, remember if you even if you just get the lowest tier, the $8 tier for the 6 cards and 2 bookmarks, you'll get Nephilim Squadron thrown in there too for that low price. So there you have it. I recommend you get the combo pack, the featured tier actually, because that's the shipping is low, and it's the same as if you would get the lowest tier. So, and you get everything.
The combo pack, you get everything. You get the comic, and you get all these bookmarks and all these. I asked this already.
Yeah, A5 prints. They're like what's the size? A5.
Like postcard
5x8, pretty much 5x8.
And then the cards and the bookmarks. You will get so much stuff in the combo pack that you can pick your favorite one to keep. And then you can give the 8x5, the matching card, and the matching bookmark, and you can put it in a Christmas card to somebody, or a birthday card to somebody.
Yeah, even if you're not into prints, that many prints or bookmarks, give them away to your nieces and nephews. You know.
Yeah, you can give them away to your friends, and and give them away to people you don't even like.
Yeah,
there's a bookmark in there. You should read more.
I don't care where the money comes from.
That's it. We're gonna call Geraldo and find the real Alcapols vote.
Hurry up, Geraldo.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't done too bad with the combo pack. You had like 21 people snag.
Yeah, actually, there's actually more than that. It's probably like 30 because I had to change the name. Because before it was the description was that the comic was a 14-page ash can, and the prints were bigger in size.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to. So since I decided to make the comic a full size, and more pages and the full first chapter, and shrink the prints down. I changed the name and the description, so there's actually like 31 claimed for that.
Oh, cool.
That's not bad, huh?
Editorial.
Yeah.
We have to change a few things.
Yeah.
It's a really cool cover, though. I like that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was worried it might be a little too simple, but I don't know. It's just for this. I guess I'll make the volume one more fancy, or maybe if I could get a premier cover artist to do volume one, that would be great. Because I wouldn't consider myself a cover artist anyway. That's a special breed.
You can always do some kind of crossover with another campaign, and you guys can each do like a cover for, a variant cover for the other guy's books.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ideas.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of creative people to talk to out there.
Oh
And
yeah.
everyone is so hungry. Especially this year is like really, I don't know,
Yeah,
past year.
I've
Seems like
talked
it's just
I've
exploded.
talked to 101 of them over the course of a year.
Mm.
Well, I got to chop that number back because Frank Forte's been on like 3 times. Chuck Pinot's been on like 2 or 3 times.
Mm.
Yeah, so probably more like 80, but yeah, that's still a lot of people.
Yeah. Jeez.
Just go to my YouTube and just scroll through my playlist on Creators Outlet. Be like, oh yeah, I like their work. Let me look them up and hit them up.
Yeah.
Hit the description. Okay, there's his Twitter. Boom. Hi. Would you be interested in doing swapped variant covers for your next book in my current? Asking for a friend of me.
Yes. Initials HA.
Mm-hmm. So things are going pretty decent with this. We'd like to get it even better. Of course, Hexella wants to unlock all the cards.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of like really cool guest artists doing some trading cards for the series, and it's stuff that right around July you're probably not going to be able to lay your hands on anymore.
Yep. Yeah, if all goes well.
And this black and white special preview edition is actually the first appearance of all kinds of characters.
Yeah.
It's every page is a key.
I know. Who knows? It could be worth something one day.
If it takes off, it could fly away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enough of me and my bad puns.
You sound tired, Will.
2 or 3 hours sleep. I'm like
2 or 3 hours of sleep. You're doing great, though.
And like 2 days, yeah, I'm still like semi-conscious. It's really cool, I'm trying to stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target. I even look like Jeff Porkins.
Yeah.
It's some good craziness.
Slap a helmet on you.
They already make me ride the short bus. Put a helmet on me to make, come on, you got to go out. I don't want to go. Cartoons are on. Where's my oatmeal? My damn helper screwed me over. Like my weekend oatmeal is my my nice sugary cheat thing being diabetic, and I'm like, he goes and turns around and finds the box of oatmeal with X amount less sugar in it. I'm like, that's just mean. Get me maple and brown sugar with less sugar.
It's gluten-free sugar.
Oh, great. Oh, that kills me. Because I guess my daughter's mother can't have gluten anymore.
Yeah, my daughter's like that too. Well, she's gluten sensitive, but she still does eat it.
And she's like, well, I'm not allowed to have gluten anymore. And she's just like looking at me like a deer in headlights. I go, she's like, what? I go, you do realize I have no clue what the hell gluten is. She's like, it's bread. I go, oh, the hell with that. Not being able to eat a sandwich again.
What the hell with
that? That's like, doctor, what's wrong? Well, if you don't stop eating tacos, you're going to die. I go, how soon? Because there's a taco truck right around the corner. As long as I can go happy.
Well, if the hospital's right around the corner, you're
yeah, there's that too. I'm like, I'm not supposed to eat the soft taco shells because
wheat tacos.
No,
wheat
you can
tortilla.
have the crunchy ones are better for you than the soft ones. And I'm like, well, I don't like the crunchy ones because you bite them and they fall apart in your hand. And then I get mad. And Hulk smash, and it's not good.
Oh god!
I'm like, oh, I found a stack of Hulk comics like this. I was all excited. Bunch of the original Planet Hulk stuff and World War Hulk, and I was like, yes.
I love that John Byrne run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I like this. I like this new run. It's really good.
Oh, what current year?
The current stuff, yeah. The Undead Hulk or whatever they're calling it. I can't remember right now.
Freaky.
Sleep deprivation. They've named the Hulk series like just about everything under the sun. So I'm like,
yeah. Rainbow Hulk.
Oh no, let's not go there.
They will.
I'm sure. Well, they did a rainbow. They did a rainbow Batman back in the '60s. So everything's rainbows and unicorns again. And
incense and peppermint.
And then Deadpool comes dancing out. Unicorn. Now I need some enchiladas.
Oh, enchiladas. That sounds so good right now.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go eat.
Yeah, I think I should too.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a bite to eat. So definitely check out Nephilim Squadron over on Indiegogo. All the information is in the chat. And also in the show notes, either up above or down below, depending on where you're watching us.
Yeah,
we're gonna take off. Both of us are gonna grab a bite to eat, and I think I'm gonna pop over to Pop's show after I grab a bite to eat. And
it's Monday.
It's Monday Madness. He's like, "How dare you compete with me?" I go, "Well, it's not really competing.
It's only Hex Allen."
No. He goes, well, that's true. I go, yeah, you got nothing on me. He's like, whoa.
Whoa. That's him. That's Pops.
But he's got the airbrush artist that posts up stuff all the time in the Madness on tonight. And if we haven't missed it, he said he's going to give away a piece of original art that he's making live on the show tonight to some lucky person in the chat.
Well,
man, I like art, and I like free art even better.
yeah, yeah, baby.
Especially if he's doing a Joker piece, because that'll go good for me. But until next time, this is Will for Outright Geekery and Creators Outlet, and our friend Hex Allen with Nephilim Squadron.
Thanks, Will.
Check out the book and get some reading and a whole bunch of cool stuff to go along with it.
Yeah.
You get a nice big swag bag.
Mm-hmm. Rare stuff. Exclusive, limited time only artwork from me and my friends in crowdfunding.
And you
go for it.
You all know you got 12 different books up on the shelf that you're in the middle of reading various chapters in. You need these bookmarks.
Yeah.
That way you can take your old light bills out of the books.
I'm providing a service for you.
See, it is. It's a valuable service.
Mm-hmm.
You get a new book to read. You get the very first edition sneak preview of Nephilim Squadron before it launches full color, and you get some bookmarks. You get some art. You get some mini prints. You get all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Despite appearances, I have a plan.
Oopty doopty, I've got a plan. That reminded me of the old cartoon from like the Tennessee tuxedo stuff, the Go Gopher Indians.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember those. One of them would just make noises, and the other one would just know what he said.
Yeah, that old trope.
it was just funny. It was like these two Indians running circles, making life hell for all of the cavalry in the fort. So it was kind of like a reverse F Troop. It was funny.
Yeah, F Troop.
But until next time, we will see you later. Hex and I are both going to grab a bite to eat and probably pop over to Pop Show, see if we can win some free art.
Yeah. See you over there.
Cool beans. Take care.